What's up, man? I do too.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Good game.
And that'll set them back 5. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Got the connection here to Bourne. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy could be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to bring tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle, and he's going to get this inside
trying to hit stupid motherfucker Costin.
13 yards there and a Niner first. Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Drops it off for Coleman. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards and it's good for a Viking 1st down. To watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to his speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They run again on 1st down. Cook. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. 1st down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
Cousins on 3rd and 2.
Oh, I didn't get it off, man. That was open.
D4 in there to drop it for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Man.
So on 4th down, Brady quick on the punt.
Got to me.
The
I can't believe
49ers
it.
have Richie James back deep. On the return, it's James. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go pass protection, make it a one-receiver route,
this time
and
that
take
shit.
your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Called out a very strong gain of 24. Buying time to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. That's caught. It's Coleman. And they get it down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4. From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo, his throw incomplete. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
We need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit. You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball to their territory.
He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
A good first down call as the screenplay gets them 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. Almost picked off.
This nigga playing
I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th.
Niggas blessing me, baby.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense, and that fell harmlessly to the ground. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. On 1st down, Garoppolo. Going
It's Coleman. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for this. And look at this, it's a fake. And he's going to let it go deep. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson-Dejo. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all nothing offense.
Heavy rush and down he goes. Nick Bosa, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. And they weren't in zone coverage, man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Check the play.
Working out of the gun, Cousins.
Oh,
Can't hang
man.
on to it. Almost intercepted.
Oh, man.
They would have loved a first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they
Well,
had
man,
all
what
that
you doing
momentum
to a
after getting the
connection,
football.
bro?
Now zapped right back in the other direction. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this.
Man, what's up with your connection, bro? Hey, man. Say, bro. You don't hear me? Bro. What's wrong with your connection, man?
offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional, a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Man, yeah, it's wrong with your connection, bro.
Here's 2nd and 5.
Huh?
Now Garoppolo. Looking at Dennis, and he's got him. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
13.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo escaping the pressure right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Here's Coleman. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal.
11.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, Garoppolo to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. It's Coleman here.
Come on, man.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
17 yards, 1st down, Vikings. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. And
come on.
incomplete. Too
Don't
tough
do
to
me
hold
like
on
do
to
me
that
that
one.
way,
2nd
huh?
down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
56, Mike, 56. Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs. Hey, no, easy.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play out of while you've got them rocked on their heels.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Quicker on the line. Good route here. Jet bombers. 56. Hey, defense, let's go. Bravo.
Cousins again. That's complete to the receiver field. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 30 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up to the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the plate.
Okay.
They get the turnover they needed.
Let's play, baby.
Picked up by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And these guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Let's play.
A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Come on, nobody gonna block.
Passing in the 4th quarter with a
Look
lead
at just standing there.
point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you're running yourself into an error.
Niggas ain't gonna block it, no.
To start the drive, they'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Cousins now setting up the screen for Cook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Get it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now
Ah!
pressure there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And down at a 48-yard line.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there.
Shit, man, I just bailed you out with that shit.
In the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sideline.
Let's flip this rock.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis.
Man, I just fucked the game up.
Just shy of the
Can't
20.
believe it.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. To throw is Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Got to give credit where it's due.
the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Garoppolo to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Smith. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
You got life, man. Just take it slow.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they had a nice little drive.
Just take it easy.
Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Now Cousins.
Oh, man. That nigga's all over my nigga there, too, bro. That shit glitched out and everything.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
On first down, Coleman, and he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. We'll likely put an end to this thing. They will run again with Coleman. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts. Got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going.
And now look at this. Big
oh, man, come on, man. Dudes, come on, bro. Oh, man, what the fuck happened? Did I accidentally push the toss button or something? Fuck me. It's some trash, bro.
Set to get this drive underway.
I did all that.
No timeouts remaining defensively, so this should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
For what, bro?
Here
In the
come the
game,
whistles and a
man.
timeout. With 7
What you calling
seconds
time
left.
out for? That don't even make sense, bro. That don't even make sense.
Officially nothing on that
You won
last
the
run.
game,
They'll try
prolonged.
again, 2nd and 10.
You throw a pick 6.
Now
That
Garoppolo.
bullshit.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Anthony Harris. But he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending.